Hello, everybody. I'm JackieKCooper here with
Amber Howell.
and it's Tell All Tuesday.
It is, and I have no idea what we're talking about
and
today.
I have been waiting for this
Oh boy.
to talk to you about because I went to see a movie last weekend.
Okay.
Called Materialist.
Okay.
Dakota Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Evans,
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal,
Okay.
and she plays a New York City matchmaker.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't even know they had those anymore.
Is that a thing? Is it a real thing?
I think so. I mean, they presented it as a real thing.
Okay.
And what she does is she has people come in and she makes notes about their looks, their intelligence, their financial background, their fitness, their ambition, all these blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And then she compares them to somebody else with all their blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a modern romance
Okay.
type film. But being our representative of the younger generation, before you met Cody,
Yeah.
did you have a set of blocks in your mind?
Kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
Good, tell me. Tell us what it is.
I feel like this is pretty common. A lot of girls have a list.
Really?
Yeah. Either physical or just kind of in their head of things that they want their spouse to have.
Okay.
And it's usually things about personality.
Such as?
Like honest, funny, and Christ-like, things like that. And then there's some that are a little bit more physical, like blonde hair, blue eyes, tall, whatever. Yeah.
In this film,
Uh-huh.
this spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear anything about the film, kind of fast forward through this. But in the film, and supposedly this is a thing now, one of her clients was like 5'6" male,
Mm-hmm.
and he had 6-inch extensions put into his legs
To make him taller?
to make him taller.
Is that a real thing? That cannot be good for you.
From what I hear, it's a real thing. It's surgery, and they insert whatever it is between the bones.
That sounds so painful.
I thought, how would you stretch the skin?
Yeah. How do you get more skin to put on? You only have so much skin.
But seriously, you look it up. It's actually a surgery.
That sounds horrifically painful, Jackie.
I don't know. I never worried about my height. I've been 5'11" all my life.
Uh-huh. Well, Miss
No.
Terry,
Terry's like 5'3".
yeah, she's shorter.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. When I was in high school,
Mm-hmm.
I remember somebody asked me. They said, what kind of girl do you like to date?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I like to date cheerleaders, and I want somebody who knows how to deliver puppies.
Deliver puppies. That's a very specific.
Because my
requirement.
mother, we had dogs, and one day she would go in the kitchen and shut the door, and next thing I know, we had
More
puppies.
puppies.
We had puppies. And I thought that was just the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
I kind of dropped that requirement.
Well, I was
got
about to
older.
say, y'all don't have dogs.
No.
Have you ever had a dog in your adult life?
Had cat.
Cat.
Had a cat.
She could have done it.
But I was raised with dogs.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't.
But I don't know that I ever had a list. And in this movie, it makes it sound like, they talk about, well, he checks 4 or 5 blocks, and then one guy checks all the blocks, and they call him a unicorn
Well, see,
because he's so rare.
that feels more extreme. I feel like people that I know probably just have this, like I said, either physical or non-physical list of qualifications that they, or traits that they want in somebody.
So when you met Cody, you weren't going,
Check. No, I can't say that I wasn't doing that.
what about Cody? Was he going?
I think so. I think he had a little list. I think he had a little in his brain.
You know, I was thinking, because I thought, I want to say this without sounding just terrible, but I wanted to marry somebody pretty.
Well,
Okay.
most people do.
All right. But I think pretty or beautiful, or whatever you want to say, is different in your mind. Because I have had friends who had girlfriends, wives, and they say, oh, I'm so lucky, they are so beautiful. And I'm looking like thinking, no, they're not.
Well, what's the saying? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
It's in the eye of the beholder, because it's based on the relationship and how you see
the other person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
There's always a movie.
There's always a movie.
But there's an old time movie called The Enchanted Cottage.
Okay.
And it takes place in the years after World War II. And this man, he's a doctor, and he's been in war. And he comes home from war, and he's all scarred. And he moves back to this village, and there's a woman there, and she is just plain. She's
girl next door.
Worse. Girl next door can be cute and all. But she's just plain. And they fall in love, and they get married, and they move into a cottage in the village, which is over in Europe or Scotland. And when they walk in the door, all of his scars go away, and she becomes beautiful.
I like that idea, because that's what they see of each other.
So yes.
Yeah.
And in their world,
that's what they look like.
That's what they look like. But I don't remember that well, but they have a friend, and they tell about what a miracle it is, that his scars are gone, and she's so beautiful and everything. And the friend's looking at him, and he sees
the scars.
That there's no changes.
Yeah.
But it's all
in their head. Yeah. That's interesting. That's an interesting concept for a movie.
Isn't that a good story?
Yeah, though? I like that.
But I did, when I was watching this movie, I thought, I gotta ask Amber.
Yeah.
Number one. And I thought this, all right, you've been married 2 years now.
Yeah, a little over. Okay.
What y'all went to escape rooms and went out to eat and
concerts,
coffee,
every day.
Terry and I did that. Terry and I went to a place called the Owl.
That was your thing.
That was our thing. And we would sit there and drink coffee and talk for hours.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Coffee, escape rooms, concerts, work. That's all we do.
I do hope people go see this movie, though. I want you to see it.
What's the name of it?
The Materialist.
Materialist.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you'll like it.
Okay. Jackie, I'm still telling you, you gotta write me a top 10 must watch.
My review's already been up, so I'm not telling you anything now. But I went to see How to Train Your Dragon.
Did you love it?
Best movie I have seen this year.
Really?
I loved it.
And it was live action? No?
Walker and I talked about it. Walker said, why do you mess with something that was already so good? Which the animated version of How to Train Your Dragon was great. It was one of my 10 best movies of the year it came out. And this is almost the reenactment of the same words and everything, but it's still just
that good.
Okay. And it amazes me is they got an actor, his name is Mason Thames, and they found him, and he looks just like the animated boy
in the movie. Yeah. Well, here's what I need you to do, Jackie.
All right.
Top 10 lists that Amber needs to watch of all time.
All time.
And then give me like 5 that I got to see this year. I think we already have 3.
Let me tell you, you were on a tear there for all of 3 or 4 weeks. You were going to the movie, going to the movie.
That was months, Jackie. Give me some credit. There's like 6 months where I was like really going.
And then, bloop.
Yeah, it's school.
Screech.
School.
Nothing.
It's just school gets in the way. I need to see Final Destination, Mission Impossible, and
Sinners. And
there's one more.
You don't want to see Lilo and Stitch.
Probably not.
No.
thought there was one more, but we can figure it out.
Thunderbolts?
No, I don't care about that.
No.
We'll talk about it.
No, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But I just want to enlighten y'all about, and let us know, do you have a list of boxes
Requirements.
that you check?
Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah.
In the comments.
55 years, I must have gotten the
You must have gotten
boxes
them perfectly right.
We must have both been unicorns.
Yeah, probably. Probably. That's what that means. Definitely.
Let me, one more thing. Your favorite movie, just series, that was Pretty Little Liars. Isn't that what you just rewatched?
I have like 3. Do you want
Walking Dead?
Pretty Little Liars, Stranger Things?
Yes. But there's a new series on Amazon Prime called We Were Liars.
I've heard that. Is it good?
And it's about this group of teenagers, and most of them come from wealthy families. There's one boy who doesn't. But they're like the Kennedys. They have a summer home on an island off the coast of New England. And it starts with she is in the water and she knows that somebody's tried to kill her. But she can't remember. And then it's flashback, and you're going through
what led up to that.
What led up to her being somebody trying to kill her.
Sounds like something I would like.
I was watching it and I thought, this sounds like Pretty Little Liars.
On what platform?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Okay.
But does it not in there murder and Amazon?
Oh yeah, there's a murder.
Yeah. Oh, this is this is an attempted murder.
And I have a theory. Pretty Little Liars Instagram account has been very active recently because of the 15-year anniversary, and they keep making the captions seem like something else is coming with the original cast. I don't know what it is, but if you've seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. I'll keep you updated. Might be coming back.
So it's just buzz.
There's just some buzz going on that makes me think that there's something coming.
But there's buzz about everything. There's buzz about One Tree Hill. There's buzz about...
Well, this is different.
Oh, okay.
This is different.
Oh, really?
I think something's coming.
Why are you being so mysterious?
Well, they're being mysterious. I don't know. I just have a feeling something is coming. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll see. Anyway, we've gotten our secrets,
Spilled.
You can try, We Were Liars. It's this new one's name. I'm only on like episode 3, so I've got 5 more episodes. So far, it's pretty interesting.
So far, so good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see. Okay. But this has been Jackie K. Cooper along with
Amber Howell.
And this has been Tell All Tuesday.